Well, hi. Welcome to the Yarn Winder, your local yarn store here in Winder, Georgia. My name is Julia. I am an obsessed knitter, and I am sitting next to the wonderful Sandra, the one we all know and love from the Yarn Winder, owner, operator, extraordinaire, knitting guru.
Yep.
So this is our first episode.
She got me in front of a camera. Let's just take a moment.
Filming here. So
Take a moment.
I hope that you guys will give us some grace as we work our way through this today. We know we have a lot of people behind the camera that are cheering us on, and we appreciate you guys watching today. So it's a beautiful day in Winder. We have kind of blue skies
Finally.
coming and going,
a couple of
right?
days of rain.
It was raining like crazy
Yes.
this the past.
Yes.
Yesterday was horrible.
It was bad.
So it's nice to see the sun peeking through the clouds.
Yes, it is.
But it is always a good day when I'm surrounded by yarn in this beautiful shop that you have.
And it's Wednesday. It's my favorite day.
Yes. What happens on Wednesday?
So
Tell
on
everybody.
Wednesdays, we have our sit and crochet time from 1 to 4 and 5 to 8. And it's a packed house.
It is a packed house.
Usually.
Sometimes
so I'm excited
people
to see my people.
Sometimes people have to bring their own chairs
Yeah.
because it's, you know what, I guess you probably have to be prepared for that and
Yes.
carry your chair in your trunk just in case.
They do. Those sweet little girls, they do. They bring their own chairs.
I know. I might have to
BYOC.
consider that.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it today because we have tons of projects that we are both knitting on. But before we get into our knitting projects, I know that you just got back from Rhinebeck. Well, I guess it's been a few weeks.
It's been almost a month, yeah.
And there's probably some people out there that are watching that have not heard the story but saw the post that you went to Rhinebeck. So
Well,
hope you fill us in.
Yes, so we went for a girls' trip. It was my first time on a plane in a very, very long time. So that was a big deal. Once in a lifetime opportunity. So glad we got to go. So glad we got to go together with the girls. For the introverts, just let me tell you, it's crowded. It's crowded. It's a wonderful crowded, but it's crowded. So we flew into Albany on Friday afternoon. We hit the ground running, went straight to Indie Untangled, which is like a little offshoot festival on Friday afternoon before Rhinebeck, and so that was really fun.
I bet it was.
Yes, all some really
And
beautiful
Indie
things.
Untangled, isn't that where all the indie dyers
Indie
show?
indie makers, indie all the things. Yes, so that was fun to see some smaller businesses. So we did that on Friday afternoon, and then Saturday morning we got to Rhinebeck at 10. They open at 9. My suggestion, if you choose to go, is to get there at 9 or 8. We got there at 10. It was already hopping, shoulder to shoulder, hopping. Yes.
Wonder how many. At one point, I heard that there were the ticket count that was sold, but I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, tens of thousands.
Crazy.
Had to have been.
I bet that felt good to be surrounded by all those knitters and crochet fiber artists.
Yes, yes. So the sweaters were amazing. They were amazing. Yes.
Your crew made you went as a girls trip.
We did,
and you guys brought a matching item. Do you want to tell everybody?
Instead of doing the Rhinebeck sweater, which I know is a thing, we decided to do Rhinebeck socks. So I dyed up a colorway for all 4 of us, and it was called "We're Going to Rhinebeck," and it was a little sock set. And then we found a pattern. We found a couple of patterns, and we all made matching socks for our girls' trip.
I love that.
Yeah. So for the girls in Georgia, that was good. We wore them on Saturday.
On Saturday?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yes. So cute.
Next time you have to bring it and
I will.
it to show
Totally
us.
forgot about that. Yep.
So you made a colorway.
Did.
You guys all knitted a sock.
Yep.
And but I think I purchased one of the colorways that said Rhinebeck, but you were telling me that it's not the same colorway.
It's slightly different just because I made our sock set like special for the 4 of us, and it was just ours. But then I took the same colors and just finagled it a little bit, and that colorway sells out every single time I bring it in the shop.
Does it really?
Yes. There are a few more left, and then that's it for the year.
Oh, I can't wait till next year. Are you going again?
We probably are not going to go to Rhinebeck again. We've decided that we do like the girls trip thing. That was a lot of fun. Lori and Barbara and Lori's sister Jane. It was the perfect trip.
Now, I have only met Lori because she's
Barbara, did you hear that? She's only met Lori. You need to get in here.
Barbara, you need to come down to the shop so I can say hi in person.
Yes, she's so sweet. So the 4 of us went. We decided that we were going to hit Vermont next year. Vermont sheep and wool.
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
And that happens when?
First weekend of October.
So that means you're going to have to develop a new colorway for the shop.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see
a few months
it.
to think about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you think it'll be another sock that you guys knit?
I don't know.
Oh, there's time to plan. I can't wait to hear
my
more
other
about
heart.
it,
Other part of my heart is shawls, so maybe it'll be a shawl this
that's
time.
true. And you're wearing a beautiful shawl today.
Thank you.
What is
Find
this
your
that
fade.
you're wearing?
It's old.
Oh, Find Your Fade.
Yeah, Andrew Mallory.
Yes.
It's ginormous, but I'm not going to take it off, but it's ginormous. These are all hedgehog fibers colors from many, many, many moons ago.
I'm looking at it in the camera and it just shines. It's like glows.
It's a fun one.
I love hedgehog fibers.
Me too.
And
this might be some on the table.
I know, I think we have quite a bit of it on the table.
Yeah.
So tell us about your whips. What are your works in progress right now, Sandra?
Okay, so the first one that we're going to talk about is actually from a designer called Songbird Handmade. She's Katie, and she came out with a couple of weeks ago a sock set. You don't have to buy all 3. You can buy whichever ones you want. I think she gave a discount if you bought 3. It was kind of buy 2, get 1 free. So I bought all 3, of course, because I'm the sock master. I am going to do for December a knit along where you can come and knit one of the chosen patterns of hers. So she based all 3 sock sets on Christmas movies.
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
You go right ahead. No, you go right ahead.
That was on Ravelry as you're talking.
Okay, so the first one is Home Alone, and it's the Kevin McAllister socks, which are so cute. So, you know, we've been doing Summerlee's Colorwork Cuff Club. I needed a break from colorwork for a minute.
Oh, I bet. I've never done sock colorwork, or really, I only did one sweater that's a colorwork.
I prefer texture over colorwork all day long.
And that's what this is,
Yeah. So I decided to do the cute little Kevin McAllister socks. And they're super quick. And it's super engaging. And it's knits and pearls. That's all it is.
And it truly looks like the sweater that the little guy was wearing.
Yeah, there's his little sweater.
I love that movie. That is actually probably my favorite Christmas movie.
Really?
My family and I watch it every year.
And the one I'm about to talk about next is my favorite one that I watch many times every year. But to discuss something super exciting for me, this is a brand new heel for me. So this was the Shadow Wrap heel by Earth Tones Girl, who we did get to meet.
I
got to meet her right back and take a picture. That was cute.
I love her.
But that was, for me, I'm a heel flap and gusset girl all the way because I love a heel turn. Love
That's the only way I know how to do a sock. Because my teacher taught me.
Yeah, well, now I can teach you another way.
Looking forward to that.
So that's my little whip right now. I started number 2 last night. Yes.
So you have gotten a head start on the December cowl.
I did, because I wanted to be able to show something. And there it is. Somebody's trying to come in. And we don't open till 1. Okay.
Oh, wait, I guess we should have put a sign on the door.
Maybe next time we'll know to do that. Okay. So
what is the yarn that you're using?
Okay, so it's the local craftery. Get ready. Bare Naked.
Oh.
Thank you, Casey, for naming it. It's literally just a bear color because I wanted it to be like his sweater.
And it does. It looks exactly like his sweater.
Yeah. So this one's fun if you like texture. Fun.
That's the one I'm going to do for December. Because I'm going to do that December cowl with you guys. And since it's my favorite movie. So there's 2 other socks patterns that people can choose from. And you said this is Katie Herod from Songbird Handmade. And so this is, let's see if I can get it up to the camera you guys can see. I don't know, is that showing? I hope it is.
So that's from the Santa Claus. It's Scott Calvin socks. It's just his sweater.
So there's his sweater. If you guys can see Santa right there.
Yeah, so cute. So that'll be one of my choices for December.
And then another one is Griswald. I know there's a lot of
my favorite
people that love this movie.
It's a classic.
It is a classic.
It's a classic.
You know, I wonder what I'm going to have to do because I have a feeling I'll be able to finish the Kevin socks pretty quick.
24
hours.
And then
if I can, 24 hours.
Yes.
Well, you're the sock queen.
But it's so fast because it's just knits and pearls.
And these have hearts on them.
Ellen Griswald.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cover up your face, Sandra. Cover up my face. There we go.
No.
So, but yeah, there's a navy sweater with hearts.
And so sweet Elizabeth from the shop. Everybody knows Elizabeth. She's so
Did
wonderful.
Elizabeth make those?
Yes.
Ah, she's
She's
so
already
good.
finished her Ellen Griswold socks. Whoops, let me turn them this way so we don't see the chalk. There we go.
I don't know if they could even see the yarn looks so soft. Did she tell us what
What
yarn is she using?
So it's laying. Okay, look, y'all. I'm not going to pronounce it right. I say Jawal. I know that is not right. It's probably like Hawal or something. But she used those two colors out of the laying.
I'm going to have to knit this.
Isn't that fun?
Because, like I said, I don't know if the camera is really picking up how fun. There's like a natural halo to these.
Yes, they're very fuzzy.
Beautiful. Good job, Elizabeth.
Yes, Elizabeth, thank you for letting me show
She's
those.
inspiring me.
Okay, so those are the 3 sock choices for December. We hope that you'll come and join us for some Christmas cheer.
Yes.
All right, what we got next, Miss?
I'm going to close those out so that I
Julia?
can keep track of our patterns here.
Okay.
So that was the December cowl that you're talking about. You also are doing the Go Dynamo. That's like a work of art. How you can amazing.
Stephen West.
He is a wizard with his stitches, right?
For real. The way his brain works, it floors me. So I've never done any of his patterns.
Are you serious?
Never. Mm-mm.
Oh, and I know you're the shawl lady too.
I am the shawl lady, but his shawls are ginormous.
Yes, they are big.
So I got talked into it. Thank you, Melissa, if you're watching this. I got talked into doing the Go Dynamo. It was his mystery knit along this year. So
Annual thing?
Yes, it's an annual thing.
Wow.
Yes, he does a mystery shawl every year.
So what does that mean when they say mystery shawl?
He releases a clue every week, and you don't know what you're making. Like, he tells you it's a shawl. He tells you you need this many colors, but you have no other idea of what's happening. So it's really a mystery. Now, I'm late to the party, so I know exactly what's happening, which is nice because I've never done one of his. Another great thing about his is that he uploads videos for every clue. Literally walks you through all the things because some of his techniques are very different.
You don't have to consider yourself an advanced knitter to follow along with his.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't be a beginner knitter, but he definitely has videos that go
I
for
bet
all
you've
of
learned
it.
so much already from doing this.
Here's my little baby.
I love
It's in
your
the baby
colors.
stage. Yep.
That's beautiful, Sandra.
Thank you.
I think picking colors is part of the fun of doing the project too.
I agree. And so that's another thing. Sometimes I see some things and I see the colors and I think I don't want to do that. And then if I go and look at other people's projects and their color choices change the whole dynamic of the thing. So when Melissa sat down with me and started showing me some more low contrast color choices, I was like, now this I could do. Yes. So that's my low contrast. So what's going to happen is these two, which are both hedgehog fibers.
Beautiful.
Can't remember the colorways. I'll get them in a second. And then at some point, he calls it a mohair dare. So like
mohair dare.
Yeah,
I love it.
Dare to mohair. So you can add some mohair in your pattern as you go. And so I've picked a couple of purples to go in the mohair section.
Those are
Barocco Ariel. Yep.
Oh, I haven't knit with those before. I actually have not knit with mohair. No, I haven't. So that is definitely something I need to put on my like I was thinking about making a knitting maker wish list. What would you call that? Like a project list, things I want to learn to do in the new year.
Oh, and knitter's resolution.
Yes, there you go. That's exactly what it would be.
That's fun.
Well, those are beautiful. That's perfect match for those yarns.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm actually a little farther than this. You have to make 3 of these. That's your starting point. That's clue. Half of clue 1 is 3 of these little semicircles. All of my semicircles are done, and I've started the second part of that section, but it's a mess in the bag, so I'm just showing you the cute little semicircle first.
I'm proud of you for giving that a go.
But this is cast on itis. We'll see.
It is.
If anything gets finished.
It's hard to avoid. I mean, like I said, when I started, I'm obsessed. Absolutely. I spend my days on Ravelry. And then when I come in here and look at all the colors, it's hard not to be inspired by different things that you can make and color combinations. So
it's fun.
Yeah, it is
never ending. It's never ending, which is great.
And that's good for me.
And me.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was
Go Dynamo.
Go Dynamo. Oh, also knit with your hedgehog fibers collection that you have on the wall here.
Yep.
The Musselburgh hats. We have some shop samples, don't we? Oh, we have shop samples.
We do, but they're on a head right now, so we're just
they're on a mannequin? Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the viral pattern called
Musselburgh.
Musselburgh. I call it burrow, but I don't think that's right.
I think it is burrow.
Is
and Edinburgh?
Oh, is that like named after a location?
I don't have a clue.
I don't either. But it is designed by Isolda Teague.
Oh,
and
forgive us.
I know, I'm so sorry.
She's awesome, though.
She
Her patterns are amazing.
And she has some videos out there on YouTube that, because I think a lot of people struggle with the cast on, right? So, in fact, there's other people that do, but she has made a project videos kind of explaining
videos,
her inspiration from behind the pattern that she wrote.
Yep.
And you have one in progress.
I do have one in progress. Again, got talked into this.
Isn't she so pretty?
She is so pretty. Like, hats look so good on her.
So you figured out the cast on.
I had a sweet friend, Michelle, that came and sat with me one afternoon and helped me get it cast on.
We all need a Michelle in our life.
We do need a Michelle. As a knitter, you need your support team all the time.
Yes,
so once I got that cast on, it's super easy. The cast on is a little weird, but if I ever do this again, I'm just going to do my own cast on and sew the sucker up. I'm not going to fight with it and struggle with it because I think it is a glorious pattern and I don't want to get frustrated with the cast on. So
I should have written out how many this particular pattern has like 28,000 projects.
And Melissa's done 27 of them.
Melissa, you're the queen of the Musselburgh.
Called you out.
That's amazing. Well, you inspired me because I actually did pick out my yarn and wound my yarn. So I'm going to be knitting the Musselburgh hat in December. And these are the two colors that I picked because I want to have a tonal, like one on each end, because basically what you're doing is knitting
a double hat.
It almost kind of looks like a pill, right? Like a, you know?
Okay. Here are my people. They're going to hear me giggle. It looks like a hot dog when you're done because it's like a tube.
Okay. It does, because each end you have to cast off on one end, cast on the other, but it's the same.
Yes. So you cast on and increase and then knit a tube and then you decrease and cast off and then you double layer it.
I can't wait to do it.
It's going to be so much fun.
And one of the reasons why I picked this is, well, okay, I'm a sucker for wanting to do what everybody else is doing just because I want to see what all the hype is. That's part of the fun of it for me, so that when people are talking about it, I can understand what they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So this is called Mint Julep, and this one is Dusty.
Dusty.
And they're both the local craftery yarn, which is what we have here in the shop, a special local dyed yarn. You know what I'm trying to say. So this is what I'm going to be casting on.
Those colors together are glorious.
I think so.
You just can't see, but there's like mint in there, and then inside this glorious ball, we had a time winding it, or some of the purples,
dusty color.
So pretty.
So I'm excited to do that.
Yay, I'm excited to see it.
And another thing, I have a finished project, since we're talking about hedgehog fibers.
Yes, ma'am.
Is another item you have that I have admired for a long time in the store is the hedgehog fiber Tweedy. And I just fell in love with this. Did I not come in here a few times and just drool over
touch it and talk about it, and I need the perfect pattern to go with it. Yes.
I was like, Sandra, I need this in my life. What do I do? And so this is...
Do you know the story behind this? Have we talked about that?
Oh, no, go ahead and share that.
Yes. So Hedgehog Fibers does a really cool thing. You can send them your little bits and bobs of leftover yarn, and then they recycle it and put it into their Tweedy. So all these little speckles are other people's little pieces.
Oh, that makes it so special.
Isn't that fun?
So it's recycled material, so it's like eco-friendly.
Yep.
Well, it was a lot of fun to knit with,
yep.
Let me tell you. I ended up choosing the Tolsta Tee, which is Rebecca Clow, the amazing designer, and of Crayabea.
Yep.
I keep covering up your
Please
face.
do.
I'm so
it is
sorry.
I
don't mean to do that. I just know the camera is going from that end, so that's why I tend to want to put it there. But
please put it there. Go.
This particular pattern actually has several different views, and you can knit it with DK weight and also fingering weight, and they're basically sleeveless vest styles and tanks. So I'm going to put this up to the camera, so excuse me while I cover Sandra up, just in case you're not familiar with it. But there's like a V-neck and different types of straps. But what I ended up choosing was this one because here in Georgia, it can get really hot. Or no, let me put it this way. We really probably won't feel cold here until January or February, if we're lucky. So it's, you know,
it's
and
gonna be 70 today. Like, here we are. It's almost Thanksgiving.
Yes, exactly.
So we're wearing all these beautiful knits, but we really don't need them.
It was 56 yesterday, I think. So, I mean, our weather, it's amazing we're not sick with the weather that goes, knock on wood. So I have been into wanting to knit a lot of vests lately. So hence the Tolsta Tee with,
it's so glorious.
This is the gray, and it kind of has, I hope you guys can see how beautiful that shows up in the camera. You can see all the flecks that are in the yarn.
That's what makes it fun.
And it kind of, the gray has like a minty green, sage green cast to it.
I love that name.
So you do, that's your dog's name. So this is my vest, and I kind of figured I could wear this with short sleeves when it's hot.
Oh, yes.
And then, of course, I went crazy on Amazon and bought a lot of long sleeve t-shirts to wear under the vest that I'm presumably making now, you guys.
I love it.
So I love it. It's so comfortable to wear. And of course, there's so many options with this particular pattern. I definitely plan on knitting more with different types of yarn.
You could knit a gazillion of them and no one would ever know it was the same pattern because you can switch it up so much. I love that.
Exactly. And of course, I'm going to have to do some for summer.
Yes.
I mean, it's endless.
Yes.
Yes. Love that.
Yes.
Love a pattern that gives you options.
Agreed.
You know?
And it's glorious.
Can
we just back up for 2 seconds? Julia is a relatively new knitter.
2 years.
2 years. And she's knitting garments.
Well, I have found that I love garment knitting.
Yes.
So I
tried to turn her into being a sock knitter. I tried.
I still do socks. I tell you, I like to have a garment, a sock, a scarf on my needles at all times, and we have more that we'll show you.
Yes. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going.
My grandmother taught me how to knit handle. I was just doing strips of like a scarf, and that was in high school, and so that was 30 decades ago.
30 decades?
I think so.
Not 30 decades.
Yeah, it was in the 80s. Graduated in the late 80s.
Not 30 decades.
Yeah, 80.
No, not 3 decades, not 30
decades.
decades.
Oh, I was just saying 30 years ago, 3 decades.
3 decades.
You're right, yes.
That's when I've been on a plane.
Yeah. I really do a good job of covering up my gray, you guys. So, but then a friend of mine, Connie. Hey, Connie.
Hey, Connie.
Betty, I like to call her. So Betty and she's the one who's like, let's take a knitting class together. And you were giving beginning knitting classes. Yep. And we started with a washcloth. And you guys, the washcloth is probably not even that big, and it felt like it took forever.
Oh,
I mean, so I was thinking about that last night, and then like, you know what, a garment, that wouldn't even be a shoulder in my garment. So, right, and then we went to hats, because you were teaching us how to knit in the round, so we did hats. Yep. And then from there, socks. Yeah. So, I mean, you got to start somewhere.
You do have to start.
It's been a fun journey.
I love it.
Just starting, right?
So exciting.
So, talking about vests, Malabrigo yarns is something I wanted to talk about.
It's a favorite around here. It is a favorite.
Love it. Look at this basket of beauties that we have.
Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. Let me take this out.
That's a hat that you're knitting. That's one of your whips.
One of my whips.
I'm going to put this up to the camera so you can see some of the colors that we have. And my vest is actually knit out of this one, which is living color.
Coral.
Which is a
living coral.
Living coral. I'm glad you know what's going on here. I don't have a clue.
Living Color is a TV show, I think.
Or a name of a band.
Is it?
I went to their concert in college. Yeah, totally.
Maybe neither
one
of us
know what we're talking about. I don't know if they're still singing, but anyways, yeah, probably don't know. Don't quote us.
Yeah, don't take anything to heart.
This is these are superwash, right? And they are
squishy.
so soft and squishy. This is Siri, the colorway,
which I bought years ago, and started an Antler Toque from Tin Can Knits maybe 2 years ago. So this one's for Brian.
Oh, is that for Brian?
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't watch the show so you can surprise him.
I think he probably knows.
Oh, he's seen you knit on it?
He's just waiting on
Does he
pins
pay
and
attention
needles.
to what you knit? Like, I don't know that my family pays attention to what I'm doing until I put it in their face. Say, look
So
at this.
something fun that you can do with your husbands that Brian and I did, because I copied it from Young Folk Knits. She interviewed her husband with all the knitting tools.
Oh, that's a
to
good
see
idea.
what he knew and what he didn't know.
We should do that. When the man comes in here, interview them.
Yes. I interviewed Brian, and he called circular needles double-edged.
Double-edged
or something.
Sounds like a weapon.
Yes.
I guess it could be if it's DPM.
It was cute.
Right?
That was a fun little activity. Something fun y'all can do on date night.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, so that's Siri,
beautiful.
Antler Toque, Tin Can Knits, which is a fun hat pattern.
Love it. Yeah. So this is worsted weight.
Yes.
And right now this is my favorite yarn. I wish you guys could feel this and wearing it. It's like I feel like I could go take a nap in the back corner with this on. It is so comfortable. But this particular one is called the Low Key Vest. And this is actually, I'm going to stand up. This is actually off the needles yesterday. It was on my needles for 8 days.
8 days.
But because it's worsted weight, you know, it knits up so quickly. Which is one of the reasons why I chose it to begin with. But it's the first time I have ever knit with Malabrigo Rios. And
Are you in love?
I'm in love. The Malabrigo Rios has 198,000 projects that have been knitted with it. So it's one of the top 4 yarns on Ravelry that people choose to knit their projects with.
Nice.
Isn't that amazing?
Did you see that sweater that I put on the story yesterday that looked like stained glass? I was like, oh,
yes,
stop.
It's
It was so
beautiful. So this particular vest has a couple different views, and this is actually the tunic length. And like I said, it's off the needle, so I have not blocked it yet. So forgive any of the waving.
It looks so good, though.
But,
it looks so good.
I think it'll look even better but hopefully you can see the texture in it. It's knit bottom up. You do the back and then
so it's
the
got
front
a split
separate.
Hem and a longer
knit them together,
back.
and then you knit it in the round to here, and then you separate the top from the back. I have really had fun choosing patterns that are giving me different constructions to play with, because everything else has been like raglan and knit from the top down. Good. So I just love this one. And this pattern is by Elizabeth Smith Knits. And I would not hesitate to knit this one again. And it does have a cowl neck option that you can knit, but I chose not to do it just because, you know, we're in Georgia. It gets hot.
We don't need it.
But other things that I found on the internet that could be good, this one is a free pattern called Chilam by Bonnie Dean. This one is a beautiful sweater. Like I said, a free pattern. And this one is another vest, and it's called the Timbo vest by Gabriella Calderini. Forgive me if I'm not saying the name correctly. Isn't that adorable?
And so cute with a white short sleeve t-shirt. I mean, how cute is that?
With our colors, I mean, you could match.
And we have springy colors too, but these are, you know, kind of wintry ones.
And I'm going to put these up too. This is actually somebody else's project page, which I hope it shows in the camera. This is a
faded cardi? Oh, no.
It is a cardigan.
It's from Hohi. Hohi Locatai.
Hohi's pattern.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. Oh, and then somebody did the Weekender.
Is that Andrea
by
Renee?
Andrea Mallory, and she faded it down.
Andrea
You see how she
Renee.
faded it in there? That's somebody else's
And that's on your to-do list, I think,
knits.
for next year is
Yes,
to fade.
Fade. I'm going to do a shawl like that. And are we getting a delivery? Is it yarn?
Yarn's arriving.
And then most popular right now are the pressed flowers, and that comes in like sweaters and
If you
hats.
have not knit
guys.
that, you need to.
This is on my list.
Pressed flowers is fun.
That's somebody else's project page. And I bet you there were a ton of those up in Rhinebeck. I think there was a group of women that did a cowl before Rhinebeck of their of those. This is actually, I've already purchased the yarn. Look at that cowl. This is somebody else's project page. showing their, that's the big herringbone cowl by Pearl Soho and Blue Knits' project page. It's just gorgeous. And then this is Leah by Musselburgh Hat store. That is a shawl, 2 colors. So, oh gosh, I want to knit all of them. They're all just so pretty.
That is really pretty.
Beautiful. So anyways, those are just some ideas. And
thank you for sharing all those great finds.
Thank you for letting me talk about my favorite yarn.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay, so that was Musselburgh Hat.
Yeah.
Oh, finished objects.
Yes. So, okay, you're about to hear the door open.
Oh, the packages are coming
For my
in the
girls,
door.
Dad's here. He's bringing a package.
Maybe we could get him to show his
Bingo.
face on camera. Oh, is that on the bingo card?
Yeah. Bingo.
Fabulous. We're getting a head
Okay,
start
so let's
on
be
that.
like Jody. Georgia, we're recording.
I love them, the grocery girls.
The grocery
I love
girls.
them.
Got to meet them too. That was fun.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You took your picture?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to see these
Barbara
photos.
and I did. Yes. Okay, so this was a hot pattern last year. It was released in December of 2023. It's the Maxine hot water bottle cover. I'm all about a hot water bottle in the cold of the winter, which I know it doesn't get cold, but it's so great to throw it in your bed before you go to bed to warm your sheets up, you know, before you crawl in there. So good. So this is knit out of a DK weight yarn. She has got a 3-color version and a 6-color version. So I did 3. I personally think that it would be fantastic to knit out of Acadia, which is right here behind us. All those colors of Acadia. Like, I think it would be, that's the perfect yarn for this, in my opinion.
This is on my list to start knitting, and so now I know what shelf to go to.
Yes.
It's behind us.
Also, if you don't want to spend, you know, that kind of money on a hot water bottle cover, although I think it needs a wardrobe. Like
It does.
It needs
I
a wardrobe.
agree.
We just got a ton. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, where did it go? Oh, right here at the top. And then some more over there is Barocco Vintage DK. So that's a little more cost effective. You get more yardage for your money.
Okay.
And that's
So
a great
they're
yarn too.
options.
Yeah, definitely.
Make a great gift.
Yeah.
And this is by Laura Penrose. I watched her video. She did a YouTube video talking about how she designed this. Because there's actually a little water bottle.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys are familiar, because I had no clue what she was talking about when I saw her video. But I guess you buy these water bottles on Amazon.
Yep, $10.
$10.
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome.
YouTube says thanks.
See you later.
All right.
So, isn't that just adorable? I love that. And there's actually,
She's got some really cute patterns. If you have
Laura
not checked
Penrose?
out Laura Penrose, you know, she's got the quilt square
oh,
pillow.
the pillow. That's another one in my library.
Yes, so good. I have that
So
one
many,
too.
so many things to knit.
I know, so little time.
Well, this comes perfectly for the
What a
holidays.
great gift.
Yeah, for real.
What a great gift for the person that has all the things
Yeah,
and you don't really know what to get them.
right.
It can be homemade and useful at the same time, which is
And you
awesome.
told me it didn't take long to make
Oh my
this,
gosh,
right?
no. And if you're a magic looper, this is right up your alley because you start, you know, down here at the cast on edge, which was Judy's magic cast on, I believe. And then I had to magic loop. I know everybody's shocked. I had to magic loop until it got big enough to put on circulars, and then I switched very quickly. I'm not a magic looper.
I've never done it.
That
needs to go on my New Year's resolution.
it does. This is a great place to start.
Sock heels, magic loop. I'm making a mental note.
There you go.
Well, I love that. That is wonderful.
Fun pattern.
Great idea.
Fun pattern.
And then you also have a gnome book.
Oh wait,
right?
before we
Little
move
gnome?
on from that one, there's also a pattern.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I
So
forgot about this one.
sorry, because I told you your water bottle needs a wardrobe.
Yes.
So there's another pattern that's just plain knitting for your hot water bottle, but then you can use the doodle deck cards to put all the cute little designs on it. I think that would be fantastic
It sure would be.
and fun.
Those
And
doodle deck things, card decks are hot right now.
Yes, they are.
And that'd be a fun way to play with them.
Yes. Risk-free, kind of, because you don't have to wear it.
Oh, good point.
You know, you don't have to wear it. So, risk-free. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Yay. Can I introduce you to somebody?
Please do.
He's my new favorite man in my life.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Brian.
Oh, he's adorable.
His name is Nomio.
No, Mio. That's perfect.
Yeah. The girls
Hey,
on Wednesday
Nomeo.
night named him Nomeo. And my sweet friend Kayla felted
Kayla's
needle
amazing.
felt. She is. She's
does
so
it all,
sweet.
doesn't she?
She does. She's amazing. She's also dyeing her own yarn, y'all. I know y'all saw that at the yarn crawl.
Yarn crawl.
She's attending. Let's just blurb her out real quick.
Okay.
She's attending the first annual Scenic Stitches Fiber Festival in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So it is the first weekend of February 1st and 2nd. She will be selling her gorgeous yarn and colorways up there. So we're planning a shop field trip on Sunday so that we can all go up there and support her. So if y'all want to go,
I want to go.
Scenic
Chattanooga
Stitches.
is not far from us.
No, it's 3 hours.
Yeah, worth the drive, 100%.
Absolutely. So here's Nomeo.
Hey, Nomeo. Let me hold Nomeo.
Oh, you can hold him. And he came from this awesome book called The Gnomes of Grimplewood. And
that is adorable.
If you don't even want to knit gnomes, that's okay. This is a great coffee table book because the photography in here is glorious. I mean, look at that. Look at that picture on the back.
That's adorable.
So tons of knitting gnome patterns in here. And that's what possessed me to knit.
Isn't that cute? He's happy. He's a happy little gnome.
He is a happy little gnome. And so what a great little stash buster. Minis, great for mini sets. Yeah. I think it's that would be another great gift for Christmas.
It sure would be.
The holiday season. The Gnomes of Grimplewood. We have several of them here.
I love the knitting books. You do have a bookshelf.
I do.
And I think you even have some new ones that are coming in.
Oh, okay. Who are my Gilmore Girls fans? All day long, every day in the background. So there's a new pattern book called the Gilmore Girls Knits.
Is it the official Gilmore Girl Knits book? And it's coming to the shop.
I'm so excited. It should be on its way. I think I got a little invoice yesterday. So
it
should be on its way.
I can't wait to see it.
Yes.
Yes, Gilmore Girls is a show that I like to watch every fall. And I didn't even realize, because that was on during the time that I was working and didn't and have late nights, and so I missed a lot of it. So that last season, what season was that?
Season 7.
I didn't even know there was a season 7.
It's a thing. It's a thing. You know, it's a thing that season 7 doesn't really exist because nobody really likes it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Maybe that's why I didn't watch it. But
Did you watch the reboot?
No, I did not. No, I did.
Okay.
Yes, when it came, it's been years. I'm not that far forward in rewatching it. But yes, I did.
So good.
I had to watch What Happened to Rory.
Right.
Yeah.
Famous last words.
I know, exactly. Love it.
Okay.
So let's see. What do we have? Finished objects for me? Should we? Is that what we're gonna do? Oh yes, my low-key vest. We already talked about that. Actually, you know, like I think I said, I like to have on my needles at all times a purse project that I can take anywhere. So once this is the Musselburgh hat, right? I plan for this to be going with me in my purse. So
and once you get past your increases, it's seriously just knit forever and ever.
Which is what I need.
Which is a great to-go project.
Perfect to have in your purse, to knit in the car and at appointments. And then I like to have a sock. And so I'm knitting the Summerly Hibernal DK. This is my first. I'm glad you said this is my very first DK sock, and I chose the local crafteries. This colorway is called Peach, and it's DK. Isn't that beautiful?
Peach
tweed.
Yes.
And this is amazing how quick it goes. I have one sock that I'm hoping shows, and it matches my shirt.
Yes, it does.
So this is why I wanted to do it. And actually, this is my first non-vanilla sock.
Wasn't this a great pattern?
Yeah. Oh, it is.
When I tell you it's memorizable, it's and then you can see what is supposed to be happening.
You can see the lines. Yes. However, I felt like I just couldn't wrap my mind around the top of the foot because the pattern does show the pattern continuing down here. And I was like, you know what?
For your first pattern sock, it's okay to skip the foot.
Thank you for
totally validate
I appreciate
you.
that.
I skip the pattern sometimes too.
And of course I did. This is the only heel I know.
Not for long, my dear. Not for long.
Yeah. looking forward to that. So that is on my needles. I got to finish that for Thanksgiving to wear with my low-key Thanksgiving vest.
You finished that first one pretty quickly, if I remember correctly.
I did, 2 days. It goes really quick, and I love those quick projects.
DK sock.
And then the other one that's on my needles, this has actually been on my needles since October, so not everything goes fast.
Yep.
This is called the Hitchhiker. This is a classic. So I don't know how many, does this tell us? This has been out since 2010, the Hitchhiker, and it is.
Oh my gosh, 2010.
Yes.
Wow.
And I mean, I want to say 100,000.
Wow.
I don't know. Don't quote me.
I
should not say numbers.
You keep talking. I'm looking it up.
But what I did is my Betty and I decided that we were. What was this? The local. That was the crawl. That was the peach crawl that we had here in Georgia. And so we bought each other a skein of the local crafteries. This is the Comfort and Joy, which is the colorway. So she bought one, I bought one. That was what we bought each other for Christmas. And then we're both knitting the same pattern. So the Hitchhiker, if you're not familiar with this, are you familiar with the Hitchhiker of the Galaxy movie? It's so cool. Talk about movies. This is a brilliant idea. So the answer to the universe, according to that movie, is 42. Okay. I haven't seen the movie in forever.
According to the Wednesday Night Girls, it's 36.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
Well, you might not be, because I'm thinking I've gone past that 36.
No, that's just...
Okay.
It's an Alex joke. She'll get it. 36.
Okay, I'll have to talk to Alex later then. Hopefully she'll come here. So I have actually knit through, and what I'm going to... This is taking me... It's an 8-row repeat, but look at how long it is at this point. And so what I'm going to start doing is adding in mini skeins. And here's some beautiful mini skein colors. This one is the one that just arrived at the shop called Christmas Cookie Minis by the local craftery. Aren't those colors gorgeous? So I'm going to do stripes, 8 row of each stripe to add to make sure that I get a minimum. I mean, I got to have a minimum of 42
little
picos, right?
Yeah.
So I think I'm at 38 right now. I have to recount it another time. But this is the Comfort and Joy, but you have a new colorway
this very
that just
similar.
arrived.
Yep,
Do you guys see that glitter that is in there? Is that what you call it? Is that glitter?
It's technically Stellina, but we call it sparkle, we call it glitter, we call it whatever we want to call it.
And it is in this Comfort and Joy. I don't know if the camera is picking it up. But the new, this colorway is similar but different. And tell me what the name, how did you come up with this name?
Tannenbaum.
What is that?
Tannenbaum. Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Tannenbaum. Oh, Tannenbaum. Oh, my word. Please don't make me sing on camera. It's a Christmas carol. I think it's German. Brian?
Oh, maybe I didn't know what they were saying.
Tannenbaum.
It's so pretty.
Lord have mercy. Now she's making me second guess myself.
No. It has been ages. I know I should watch that every single Christmas season.
There are only, okay, look. O Tannenbaum, known in English as O Christmas Tree, is a German Christmas song.
Oh. Yeah, I just learned something. You learn something every day. That is so
Speaking of
awesome.
German, we watched a Heidelberg holiday last night.
What
that
is
was super cute. A silly Hallmark movie. But Brian is German, so he was loving it. If you like Hallmark movies.
Weren't you the one talking about the Frosty movie that you said is hilarious on Netflix?
Hot Frosty.
Hot Frosty. It sounds a little perverted, but it's not.
It's not at all. It's very sweet. And there's a reference to a knit scarf in there. So you really need to watch it if you're a knitter.
We do. That's on my list. But it's safe to watch for children.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally G.
Anyways, these are going home with me today.
Woo-hoo.
I love them. I love Christmas movies. I actually don't watch a lot of movies. I watch a lot of YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of YouTube podcasters.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you ever want to talk about your favorite YouTuber, please let me know because I'll talk with you for days about them. I love every one of them. So anyways, I think that's what I have on my needles.
Okay. Well, what I have on my needles, real quick, besides always the socks, is another really fun shawl project.
Oh, look at the texture on this one.
This is, oh my word.
Can I squish it?
Absolutely. Wool, flipperty flop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just forgot the name. It's MossBlossom by Woolen Pine, I think. Please
Look at the
correct me
bubbles.
if I'm wrong.
That is a technique I want to learn how to do. That's going on my New Year's resolution.
You can do it. So easy. So easy. And like I said, I'm texture over color work pretty much any day of the week.
I think I am too, to be honest with you. Not that I've done much color work, but I tend to gravitate towards something like this.
If it's mosaic color work,
oh yes, I guess that is considered color work, isn't it?
Yeah, type of color work. Yep. Anyway, so it's the same 30 row repeat 12 times. I think I'm on 7 or 8, and then you seam it just a tiny bit in the corner so that it's a shawl that doesn't fall off. Like you don't have to wrap it because it's already done for you.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it doesn't fall off.
We have another knitter that comes in here, and I know her is Julie.
Okay.
And she was telling me that you can turn any.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
You remember that conversation? That was the peach crawl.
Yes.
You know what? That's another great thing I love about knitters, well, crocheters too. So makers, fiber people, is they will share their knowledge. And she was saying that you can basically turn, like you figure out how the distance for your neck that you want, and then you would seam it together. Yeah. So I guess 15 to 22 is probably a common neck dimension. I haven't done it yet. That's on my list for the new year.
There you go.
Yes.
This might be a good one to step into that.
Very true.
Have you done lace?
I remember I made that lace bag that we did as a
yes,
cowl.
that was a good introduction.
And then the Ranunculous has some lace up here.
Yes.
So that's the
if you enjoy lace, I love that. That's a good one. Okay, I think that's, let's be real.
We've gone through all of our bags.
Projects.
We need to double check.
The table will only hold so much cast on ice.
True. That is so true, you guys. But I think everybody out there understands. Well, I guess there are some monogamous knitters, but that's not me. I don't fall in that category, do you? No. Clearly neither one of us do.
Clearly, though.
And I'm okay with that. I like to have
we have moments where there are things I don't want to work on right that minute. Or I would not work on this sitting in the car because I might get lost.
You need to focus. And then also sometimes for me, I get tired of looking at the color. So now I want to have a different color to knit with. So.
And speaking of that, like when you were talking about your vest that was out of the Tweety.
Yes.
I remember years ago when Jody and Tracy first started the Grocery Girls, they were talking about how yarn should be a party on the needles. Like that was a phrase. They even came up with a shawl called Party on Your Needles.
Did they really?
Yes, it's so cute. I have it. But that's what this is to me. Because all the little speckles, you just never know what's going to pop up. And it's like a little party on your needles.
And let me just say too about that particular yarn is while I was knitting it, some of it is loose. So it kind of flies around. Oh. Not a lot of it.
Confetti,
but you know what I'm saying? It kind of goes around like confetti. And so it was always a happy thing. Like, oh, wow. Yeah, it's really neat to knit with. It's something different and fun to play with.
I love it.
So that is all of our finished objects, all of our works in progresses. And what do we have upcoming here in the store?
Well, we already talked about the December knit along, which will be socks.
This Friday is Pink Friday.
Okay, y'all.
Have you heard of that?
No. Isn't that terrible?
I only know about it because you sent me that text yesterday.
Last night, because I was like, wait a minute, what? Yeah. All right, so there's the thing called Pink Friday, which is this Friday. It's always the Friday before Thanksgiving, which is a way to support your local small businesses before the actual Black Friday madness hits, where people tend to go to more big box places. I think this is really cool. I am always an advocate for supporting small businesses when I can. So just know that that's coming up. And if you're in Winder, we have a ton of amazing small businesses that I can...
Excellent restaurants,
little boutiques and shops and coffee shop. And
didn't we have a group of ladies come in here this past week? They were having a girls' day and they were going around Winder. Yes. And there's so much to do here.
Lots to do and more coming, which is great. So so this Friday, just make sure that if you're out and about that you pop in and support a small business of your choice, because that would be amazing.
It'd be fun to see what everybody did for their holiday decorations too. That's fun.
That is true.
And I noticed when I was driving up, crossing the railroad tracks to get here, because you were in Winder.
Yes. In
the city limits of Winder.
Yes.
And it is.
Do they put the lights up already?
Yes, the lights are up. There's lights for trains.
Yes.
I need to come through the evening to see all that.
In fact, Facebook posted that the Christmas tree lighting is tomorrow night. It's
is it really?
In Winder.
I might have to come to Winder to see that.
I've never been.
Oh,
20 years.
We need to go.
Yeah, that would be fun. Anyway, so
that
that's
sounds like fun.
So that's
Pink
this Friday, and then next Friday and next Saturday are big ones for us. So first of all, happy Thanksgiving to all of you and your sweet families. Truly, truly, I'm not going to get sappy, but I am thankful for all of you because you have made this first 9 months. It's been spectacular, beyond words. So thankful for all of you. Enjoy your time with your family. But Friday is big Black Friday, and we are having a little buy one, get one sale. So buy one, get one 50% off skeins of yarn on Friday. And then Saturday is Small Business Saturday. So go out and truly support your small businesses on Small Business Saturday.
Wow.
That's next week.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Well, we're all grateful and thankful for you to be here. You have created such a warm and welcoming environment here in your store.
Thank you.
And all of your knitters and crocheters that come in, everybody is so friendly, and you can just tell that everybody just loves you. We're glad you're here. I'm so glad. So happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Yes. Okay, so now we talked about the Gilmore Girls book. Oh, yeah, we're not going to talk about that other one.
Oh, we'll save that for next time.
Okay. Mystery boxes. We started that a couple of weeks ago, and I put 5 on the shelf, and within 24 hours they were gone.
Like that.
So just be on the lookout. More may be arriving very soon.
Oh,
in
I can't
your local
wait to
yarn shop,
see
because that was really fun. That was really
You had
fun.
people texting you.
I did.
You didn't have any more. Put one aside for me.
I did.
They were hot.
They were hot and gone. So, yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
So, y'all, she got me on a camera.
I know.
She got me on a
Has
camera.
it been fun?
It has been fun.
hasn't it?
I am
enjoyed
not
sitting
going
here
to
with you.
lie. It is just like talking to you, which is great.
It is. Yeah, we could talk about knitting and crochet and fiber all day long, can't we?
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes. Yes. Morning, noon, and night.
Yeah.
Morning, noon, and night. Yep.
Well, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. Yes, you
Yes,
guys.
we appreciate you guys watching and looking forward to
this long. That's good.
Yes, thank you. This has been kind of long, so I hope that you're
my
able
gosh,
to watch the whole
almost
show.
an hour already.
An hour.
Wowza.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Yep.
And happy making. And come by and say hey to us here in the shop.
We'll be open in like 40 minutes, and we'd love to sit and knit with you today.
Yes,
but
we would.
anytime you come, we would love to see your face.
We sure would. So we'll be looking for you guys.
Thanks.
So, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.